Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Young Merlin for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. In the last video, we made it to Pinedale, we did some exploring in a maze, we found a wrench, we fixed the minecart, and we rode a minecart like a skateboard to open up a little opening that basically led us to this flooded cavern. And now we need to jump in when we want to continue our journey. So, as soon as you head to the right, just keep holding right and you'll eventually jump in. Now, when you're in here, you have an air meter in the lower right-hand corner. Some caverns will have mermaids, while others will have the fish. You want to avoid the ones with the fish, because it is going to be really bad if you do not. The first thing you want to do before you do anything else is make it to the opening on the other side. We are doing this first for a reason. And that reason is to make sure that we get something that will prove really useful to us. When you get to this opening here, use the balloon. That will let you get up here. And now we want to grab the blue gem. Now, wrong button. Once you grab the blue gem, you'll be heading back towards where you came in from, which is something that you actually want to do. And I can't believe I had that happen. I do not want you near me! Ow! Alright. Let us drink water while we're in water to refill some health. There are some things that will fly around. You'll find a... Are you serious? I reached you! I reached you! Oh my word. Now that you have the blue gem, you need to be able to find your way back, which is what we're going to do. As I was saying, there are going to be some things that pop up and will make your life miserable, such as the hammerhead shark, who will leave you dying for oxygen should you ever come across it. And you'll also find a dogfish chasing after a catfish. Yes, that is a real thing. You don't want to run into either of those, as you will see, or rather, as you did see, because you pretty much run, or I wouldn't say run out of oxygen, but you definitely get your oxygen reduced if you run into them. So anyway, we've made it back, incredibly, and we can go back out of the mine. Now, thankfully, all you have to do is just make a 180 from here. You can take out some enemies this way. And once you climb this ladder, you can just head east out of the mine. So getting back to the flooded cavern will be a snap, because we do need to do that. In the meantime and in between time, I need to do a few things. One, I need to head back to where the fairy was. Because, believe it or not, you can pick that flower up. That yellow tulip, as well as this flower that I've had to pick up, they look like they're actually part of the scenery, and I wish that the game did not do that. They blend in a little too much with what they're placed near. And it's pretty frustrating for the first-time player. Second of all, we need to go back here and throw this gem into the pool here. This will give us an air bubble. Meanwhile, this guy has noticed that the jewel is gone. And we need to get rid of him when we come back. So we now have the air bubble. Also, let's get the rainbow water here. We need it later. I just now realized. So the air bubble allows you to double your oxygen underwater, which is good because we're going to need it. We are going to need it really badly. Also, we need to go back to the mine, not to anywhere else, because how else are we going to do anything else in this game? At least we have an easy way back to the flooded cavern. We just need to take the same way we went when we came in. And that is absolutely terrible. And by that, I mean losing almost all my health to these kobolds. Man, I do not like doing this. So first off, do we need to have this equipped? Do we need to have the air bubble equipped? Apparently we are going to need it at any time just to get stuff, which I'm not exactly a fan of. However, we can keep going in this direction, and that will allow us to get some things. And I need you to refill my health again. Or my air, really. At least now, we can do stuff. First things first, I want to get this fish for the fishbowl. Now, believe it or not, in case you die with this thing in your hand, you will have to go back and get it, which is something I'm not particularly fond of. Yeah, thanks, guy. And I thought I was gonna die there. I need you to refill my air again. Thank you. Well, at least that stays in our inventory. So now that we have the fish, we can go back and we can take the goldfish back to the wizard. Did I say you could hit me? No. Good grief. Man, I really wish there was an easier way to refill health sometimes and that drops weren't so uncommon. But anyway, we need to get back to Pinedale. And I want to believe it's right here. It is. Okay. So we finally have the goldfish in the bowl. And we need to take this back to the wizard. Where is the wizard? There is the wizard. And we now have a spring. With the spring, we'll be able to do something. But first, I do want to go back and get some water to refill my health with. Because I know that I need to refill my health badly. After everything that has gone on in the mines and everything. So let's go ahead and do that. Apparently that's going to give us 4 hearts worth of health back. Okay. Let me check my inventory just to be safe. Okay, we got the rainbow water and the 2 regular waters. So, with that done and taken care of... Oh. Right, we need to head back to the mines as well as the flooded cavern if we want to do something today in the rest of this video. I forgot I can't just use the spring here. It's pretty obvious what you need to use the spring for, if you've been paying attention. And did they really have to put 4 kobolds here? No, they didn't. Well, at least there's some health here. Too bad it only gives you 1 whole heart. Anyway, we need to do some things. Now that we've gotten the spring, we've traded the goldfish for the spring, there are some things that we can still do. And now that we have the air bubble, which doubles our oxygen from 3 bubbles to 6, it's a lot easier to do them now. So, we're going to go ahead and do them now. So the first thing we want to do... About to say, is there a mermaid here? Yes, there is. And I kind of need you to give me a full top up. So there are 2 heart containers here, and one of them is right there. Now we need to get back. And I need a top up just to be safe. And that knocked me back. Yeah, there are some water currents, which if they're moving quickly, will hurt you. And you don't want to run into them. And you also don't want to run into the fish. What is going on here? And I don't want you around. Get away from me. Okay. And these fish just keep following you. And it's just annoying. Where am I? Okay. I know where I am now. Okay, maybe now these things will leave me alone. I would like that. And yeah, I can't walk around for this long without the air bubble. Unfortunately. Even if you have a map, this is still a pain. Also, those anemones, you do want to avoid those. Anyway, this path in the upper... Gee, thanks. This path in the upper right-hand corner... Wow, thanks. I wanted that. I reached you. I reached you. Wrong button again. Well, at least if you pick up the heart containers, you get to keep those no matter what. But if you lost... But if you had the goldfish, you do lose it, which is really annoying. Anyway, we need to make our way back to where we came out from to get the jewel. Because if we can do that, we'll be able to take out that kobold and we can use the spring. Yeah, gee, thanks. Thanks! Thanks! That is one of my biggest gripes with the underground area. The hammerhead sharks and the running things that just show up out of nowhere. Leaving you to almost die if you don't have the air bubble. Anyway, let's go ahead and use the balloon again here. I would like to use the magic powder, please. Oh my word. And now we need to use the spring here, and that'll get us here. And we get another password. From here, we can grab this. And if we do need to leave, come back for any reason, we can just use the spring here again. You don't need to stand in any specific place. You just need to have the spring in the Y position. Or in the Y, equipped to the Y button. And you can just get up here. But now I am low on health. And I have no idea what this little opening is going to lead to. And something tells me that when I go over there, I'm going to lose some of my infinite lives plenty of times. But we're not going to know for sure until the next video. So, join me next time where I go through this little stone arch here and see what lies beyond. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!